Morning. Today we will discuss about recursive function. Okay. Recursive means function call itself is called recursive. So when it will breaks, we are writing some code to break function calling itself. Okay. So first we'll see write factorial of given number using recursive function. So commonly same program we perform in the loop. Sometimes to compare with the loops, both are same, both are repetitives. Loops also repeats based on given condition. Recursives also repeat or call itself only based on given condition. So some similarities between the loops and recursive function. And recursive function mainly used in the data structure, especially in the binary tree. Compulsory. Without recursive, the code is very huge. Code will be increased without using recursive function. So overall thing is function call itself is called as a recursive function. We will see. Question is factorial of given number using recursive function. So this is a function code. This is calling function. This is a called function. Nothing but is use a different function for how it will repeats, how it will call itself, and how it will execute. We'll see. So I am taking integer n. Result I am taking log because if you take n value equal, the range of factorial of the value more than integer n. That's why I taken as log. Inter number I am taking number equal to 3. 3. So 3 number we are passing. So this is called passing the value or function with argument with return statement. Function with argument with return statement. So n value will be received by this one. Here r first n 3 is equal to 0. Condition false. If condition is true, we are returning 1. Suppose you are passing 0. Factor of 0 value 1. So example. So n value 0. So 0. Condition true. True means return 1. So one value will be returned to this function that will be as a result variable will display fact equal to 1. So then condition false. So cursor comes to r equal to n means 3 into fact of 3 minus 1. 3 into fact of 3 minus 1 means fact of 2. Fact of 2 means again goes to here only. Function call. So now n value is equal to 2. So 2 is equal to 0, 2 is equal to 0, condition false. So we are finding for this value. So this is as we see 3 into fact of 2 n. N means 2. 2 into fact of 2 minus 1. Fact of 2 minus 2 into 3 is equal to 6. Fact of 2 minus 1 is fact of 1. So fact of 1 is again goes here. Now n value is equal to 1. 1 is equal to 0? No. 6 into. So we are finding for this. N into n means 1 into fact of 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1, 0. Fact of 0. Now n value will be goes here. Now n value is equal to 0. What is our condition? 0 is equal to 0. Condition 2. So if condition is to return 1, so fact of 0 value is 1. So 6 into 1 is equal to 6. 6 value will be assigned to R, return R value will be assigned result. So it will display fact of 0, fact value is equal to 6. So this is the way. So when it will break, when n value is equal to 0, at the time we are specifying return 1. So if you pass fact of 0, fact of 0 value also 1. When recursive function will break, when cursor hits n value is equal to 0, there we are returning 1. At this time only it will break. Otherwise, function call itself until we are getting n value 0. Right. Compilation. Now we will see another program Fibonacci series. Same every loop program also we can perform with the recursive. Another program I will explain. Okay, right. Question right. Fibonacci series of given number. Fibonacci series of given number using recursive function. So we discussed this program in for loop. If you take Fibonacci series logic is Fibonacci series 5, value result is 0, 1, 1, 2, 3. 5 means the program will display result as 5 elements, that is in this series 5. First 0, 1, 0 plus 1 equal to 1, 1 plus 1 is equal to 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Like if you take n value 10, the program will display 10 numbers in the same series. Okay, this is the program. This program we perform with the for loop. Here we are performing with the recursive function. So here I am taking global declaration, integer a is equal to 0, b is equal to 1, c main. Integer here, and here we are taking function with argument without return. Without return means here we are using void function, and after this we will see void function how we are using. But here the subprogram will not returning to main function. What it will do? It will print result in subprogram only. If any user defined function print the result in subprogram, that is called as a recursive function. That is called as a void function. Okay. If you take a prototype, how the prototype will be? Here see, void Fibonacci of integer. This is a prototype. It means function with argument without return. Fibonacci series is one of the user defined function which receives input as integer and does not return any value because it is void. Okay, so then C Lan is here. So first printer. First, we are printing printer. So first, see, so I am taking global relation. Global means the variable values will be end. It is applicable to main program and subprogram also. First a value 0, b value 1. So first integer and Fibonacci series is one of the user defined function which receives simple integer. It does not have any value because it is void. Here also I am specifying void. There is no return statement. If void is there, there is no return statement. So enter number. So runtime. See, will compilation, there is no space for compilation. Okay. So, okay, enter number, I am entering a value is equal to 5. So, 5 means we should get out as this one. So, 5, first it will display A, B. A value 0, B value 1. So, 0, 1, space is there, cursor comes here. Now, Fibonacci series of N. N means cursor comes here. I am removing this one. Okay. So already 0 1 value is printed. Now I am passing n value is equal to 5. So 5 comes to here, n minus 2. So 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 0, condition false. If condition is 2, exit of 0 means cursor exit from this program, not only concept, it will exit. So otherwise cursor comes to here, c is equal to a plus b. A value 0, b value 1. So suppose if you are taking c value here, so where then A, B printing is problem. That's why globally I take it. So C is equal to 0, 0, A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1, C is equal to 1. Then we are printing C value. C value means 1 value will print. After printing cursor, slash T cursor it comes here. Then A is equal to B. B value assigning B. What is the B value? B value is equal to 1. So A is equal to 1. B is equal to C. C value we are assigning to B. What is the C value? C is equal to 1. So B value is equal to 1. Now n minus minus. N minus minus means n is equal to already 5. 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. So now Fibonacci of n. So n again goes to here. Function call itself. Now n value is equal to 4. Condition 4 minus 2. Condition false. If condition is false, cursor comes this location. C is equal to A plus B. A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So 2 value will print. 2 value will print. Cursor comes here. Then A is equal to B. A is equal to B means B value we are assigning here. What is the B value? B is equal to 1. So A is equal to 1. B is equal to C. C value we are assigning to B. What is the C value? C is equal to C. Now C value is equal to, so B is equal to B. So again n minus minus. N is equal to 4. 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. Now n value is equal to 3. Now cursor comes to n value is equal to 3. So 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 w equal to 0. Condition false. If condition is false, cursor comes here. C is equal to A plus B. What is the value? A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So we are printing C value. C value will print. Cursor comes here. Then A is equal to B. A is equal to B means what is B value? B is equal to C. C value is 3. So now n minus minus. N minus minus means n is equal to 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. Okay. So Fibonacci n. So now again now n value is equal to 2. So 2 value will goes here. Now 2 is equal to 2. See n minus 2. N minus 2 means 2 minus 2 double equal to 0. Condition 2. If condition is true, cursor exit from loop. Okay, cursor comes to get C. So this is second way of finding Fibonacci series using recursive function. Right. Okay. Time out there. Okay. No, the exam class. Last program was we like the comparison class. Now we will see about void function. See. Void function we can say function with argument without a return statement. Any function without return is nothing but is the void function. Second, function without argument, without return, it is also said to be void. Without return is nothing but it is said to be void function. Okay. So here, first, what is the need of void function when we are using void function? See, in some user-defined function, we are getting result as more than one value. Example, in Fibonacci series we are getting more than one value. Swapping of two numbers. Swapping of two numbers. After swapping we are getting two values. So commonly two values we can't return from subprogram to main program because one of the concept is by default function returns only one value that should be integer. In situations like in Fibonacci series, in swapping of two numbers, result we are getting more than one value, we can't return more than one value from subprogram to main program without using pointer concept. So what we are doing, we are printing result in subprogram only. When we are printing result in subprogram, that subprogram is called as a void function. Void function is a function which will not return any value. Okay, right? Okay, we will see how we will use this. See here, void function, swapping of performing swapping of two numbers using void function, or it is also called as a function with argument without return. So we will see main. Okay, so integer a comma b, then void swap of integer comma integer. So what is the meaning? See, meaning is, this is called prototype. Swap is one of the user defined function which receives input as a integer comma integer type, and it will not return any value because it is void function. Then CLR printf, enter a comma b values. Scanf percentage d, percentage d. Swap of a comma b, then it's switch. Okay, so void swap integer a comma integer b, then integer t is equal to a is equal to b, then b is equal to t. Printf after swapping. So here, so this is main program, this is subprogram. Here first main integer a comma b, this is a function prototype, and function prototype can be specified globally or locally. Locally means before CLR is here. Swap is one of the user defined function which receives simple integer comma integer and it does not value because it is void. Enter a comma b values, so we are accepting swap. So cursor comes to here. So swap is one of the member function user defined which receives a comma b. So this is the swapping logic. After swapping we are doing. So here the result is more than one value. So more than one value are not returning to main function. Okay. So what we are doing, we are printing in subprogram only. This subprogram is called as a void function. So overall definition of void function is, void function is a function which will not return any value. What it will do? It will print result in subprogram. So what is the need of void function? In subprogram, if result is more than one value, we can't return. So there we are using void function. Right. We will only say this in swapping of two numbers. In these situations, compulsory we must use a void function. Okay. Right. So after this we have function prototype. Once again we will see, and pass. This is the example of a passing by value, we having passing by reference. Okay, in passing by reference purpose we are using pointers. Okay, because pointer is a must in passing by reference. In passing by value we are passing variable value through the actual parameters, the dummy parameters will receive. Whereas in the passing by reference we are passing variable addresses and the subprogram received through the pointers. That we will see.